观众朋友们，大家好，欢迎收看本周的完美主义，我是主持人丨棒林思韵。今天呢，我们来到了加州科学中心 California Science Center， 来到他们最新的一个非常大的展，叫 Body World Impulse。那这个呢，也是 Body World 这个身体标本展呢的第4次展出，也是最新的一次，听说也是最大的一次。让我们近距离来看一下这个 Body World 展览。Good morning, Dr. Perlov. How are you doing today?
Fine, thank you.
We're so excited to be here at this. I've been looking forward to this exhibition for a while.
Oh, good.
Yes, and first, can you give us a general overview of this exhibition?
Well, this Body Worlds exhibit is actually the latest and the largest Body Worlds exhibit that has been on tour for the last 10 years.
Wow.
There are on display over 200 specimens, real human specimens, including whole bodies that you see here, and body parts and organs that all from body donors that really talk about the structure and function of healthy and unhealthy bodies.
And what's so special about the Body World exhibition?
Well, it really gives us a chance to see what we look like under the skin, and previously this has just been for medical professionals, and now the layperson can see, and they're real, so it's not that they're models that are generic, but they're the real thing, and so you can really see what you look like under the skin.
And what's so special about this time and this Body World exhibition specifically?
Well, each one is different, and what I like about this one is that the later exhibits, the Gunther von Hagens, who does the dissection, is getting better and better at dissecting details. So you can see veins, detailed veins that are now preserved, as well as fat. He's been able to preserve fat on the body, and so that you can see which you couldn't see before. And for instance, we have a fat specimen and a lean specimen on display. And you can see how the fat is not just under the skin, but it gets inside and around all the organs, and it really helps you think about your behavior to improve your health.
Exactly, yeah. I think that's pretty inspiring because I was walking through and it actually inspired me to think much more about my body than before. And so I wonder, I have a question. So this looks so real and so beautiful. Can you give us a little hint of how they actually made the specimen?
Oh, make the specimens? Yeah, it takes almost a year to make a specimen.
Just
one specimen, yes. It's a long, slow dehydration process, which the first he preserves the bodies from decomposition and formaldehyde, and then it's a process of dehydrating the body, removing all of the water and the fluids and replacing it with a polymer. And that's a slow process that takes many months. And then the body is now the fluid is gone, the water is gone, and the polymer, the silicone polymer is inside, and it's still very supple. So then he poses them in just the way he wants to pose them. And then he cures the bodies so that they're hardened and they'll last forever. But of course, before he does that, I forgot the part, he does the dissections before he does the plastination process.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, this sounds like a long and complicated process.
Yes.
So this actually took a long while.
Took a long
lot
time.
of effort to do it. Do you have favorite spots in the gallery?
Oh gosh, I love them all, but I think my favorite is the first specimen on display, which is the man holding his skin when you first enter.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
What I like about it, there's several things I like about it. First, it's actually pays homage to a 16th century illustration. So it really, from an old medical journal. So it really shows how we've been fascinated with what's underneath the skin, throughout time, from the early medical illustrations to plastination. And then also, it's really like an invitation, here, look under the skin and see what we look like. This is your body.
That's beautiful.
Yes.
Yeah. How about like the football ones and gymnastic ones? Because those look so like full of dynamic for me.
I really like that one because the full body specimens, they teach something different than the organs. The organs are kind of about health. There's a healthy organ and an unhealthy organ.
Yeah.
But the full body specimens really convey the interconnectivity and how all the systems are connected.
Yeah. So, because when you were talking about the organs and how they relate to health, I was looking at the lung, like the non-smoking, smoking. I was like so shocked. So that's so, like the image is just so striking.
It's very powerful.
It's very convincing, I think, for teenagers and little kids to know that, what's healthy and what's unhealthy, and that's very beautiful.
It's so true. And we see that. We see that in our visitors. Our children look at these smokers' lungs and they say, this is what a smoker's lung looks like. Yeah, it really makes a difference.
So that's inspiring as well.
One of the interesting things, this exhibit shows that we're all the same underneath the skin. We look like differently on the outside, but we're all the same inside. And yet, we're also all individuals underneath the skin. Some bodies have more muscles, less muscles, some have extra bones, and there's one particular spot that I find, one specimen that's fascinating because his organs are reversed. So his heart, rather than being on the left, is on the right, and his liver, rather than being on the right, is on the left. And the whole set of organs is just reversed. And he was just born this way, and he lived this way just fine. And it sort of shows these sort of little quirky things that we all are individuals as well as.
And it's very artistic as well. Interesting.
Yes.
Well, thank you so much, Dr. Perlov. Thank you.
Oh yeah, it's my pleasure.
今天的节目就到这里结束了。在看完这个如此美妙的展览，关于我们身体的，我们不要忘记了，这背后呢都归功于不只是这个科学家和艺术家们，还有这个器官和身体的捐助者 （body donor）。所以呢，我们在最后的这个展览呢，它有一个部分就是让大家去写下来 ：Before I die, I want to。就在我们临死之前，我们希望为这个世界带来什么呢？我看到有人说死之前想要去登一次珠峰的，我看到有人说死之前想要去给他的全家人买一套房子的，我看到有人说，死之前呢想去这个 NBA 当球员的，有很多人的梦想都在这里记录下来，我觉得特别的美好。那这次展览呢，我觉得也是一次让我自己很有启发的，它不只是展现了身体，更展现了我们生活的意义是什么，然后我们存在的对这个世界的这个作用和帮助和启发是什么。所以我觉得这个展览特别有意义，大家可以呢在年底之前呢来看一下。感谢您收看本周的完美主义，我是主持人佘棒林思韵，我们下周再见。